Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we are looking at 5 One Piece WCF figures. They are the film figures. We have Golden Lion Shiki, we have Z or Zephyr, we have Guild Zero, and we have Douglas Bullet in both his regular form and his first transformed version. I don't think you can get the full big gigantic mech version of him, at least not that I'm aware of. So we're just going to go through this in order. So we'll start off with Golden Lion Shiki, and this is from the One Piece Zero set. And you can see here it comes with the young Whitebeard, Gold Roger, Shanks, so on and so forth. It's supposed to be like a kind of episode 0 that happens before the series that gives you the explanation as to who Golden Lion Shiki is. He was a member of the Rocks Pirates, and that is both canonical as well as the film. And here he is, the golden lion of the 1,000 ships, or his armada, Golden Lion Armada. Okay, just throw that off to the side there. And there is our Golden Lion Shiki, looking like he is Super Saiyan 3. Let's take a look at that in just a moment. Next up is Zephyr from One Piece Film Z. He is the one that trains the Marines. It is rumoured that he was a former admiral. But of course, he is a film character, which means generally non-canon, but on occasion there are parts. Oh look, the head comes separate. That's unusual. And we have a little leaflet. We've never had a leaflet before, this is all new. There I can see Krillin Yugi. I don't recognise the other characters. I know there's a Prince of Tennis. I think that's the basketball one, because with an H, I can't remember its name. But a bunch of J-Stars, which is Jump Stars figurines. So that is quite unusual. That was something that I've not seen before. So there is Zephyr. Next up, Guild Zero, and he is completely sealed. So we're going to try and cut our way in here. From, of course, One Piece Film Gold. He has the gold fruit, where he cannot create gold, but he can manipulate gold, which for most people wouldn't be a very good devil fruit, but he goes out of his way to make himself a tremendous amount of gold so that he can thoroughly abuse his powers. And he comes with a golden little base as well. That is quite a cool little thing. Next up is going to be Douglas Bullet from Stampede. He was, of course, one of the Roger Pirates, should you believe the non-canon movies. Whether that comes into the actual manga or anime is yet to be seen. And he did say that the only person that had ever beaten him was Gold Roger, who completely folded him in a matter of seconds on his ship. And this is also the movie that confirmed for us the name of Laugh-Tale, which up to that point had been considered Raft-Tale. But we saw the log posts for the final movie, in the movie for the final island, and it is indeed called Laugh-Tale. So that is where we got the confirmation of that. So even though it is non-canon, it does not necessarily mean that everything in it is not relative to the story. And that is why you also have to pay attention to the movies, as well as the tremendous amount of other lore for One Piece. And there is a little bit of sellotape here. This is Douglas Bullet in his transformed state, which of course he reveals that he does have a devil fruit, and that he can create gigantic mechs, and that is what his devil fruit does, for all intents and purposes. Gigantic mech fruit. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is... Look at this! I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, there we go. We got it. That is going to be one incredible WCF figure once we put it all together. So, let's take a look at everything we have. We're going to start off with Golden Lion Shiki. And of course, the Rocks Pirates are a very famous crew that had Big Mum, Whitebeard, and Kaido all in the same crew, of which Whitebeard was the second in command to Rocks Dizabek, and Golden Lion Shiki was in there somewhere, supposedly. And it was during the Rocks Pirates that Big Mum got Kaido his devil fruit. And she said that that was a lifelong favour, or something to that extent, that he owed her. And there we go, we've got rid of all the packaging. So now let's take a look at our Golden Lion Shiki himself. So whereabouts did this go? I think it just sits in like that, yeah? Yep, just like that, under there. Everyone all expected that Golden Lion Shiki was going to come into Wano, because he, of course, this is obviously while he still has his legs, before he cuts off his legs. The reason he cuts off his legs is because he's in Impel Down level 6, and to escape his shackles he cuts off his legs and replaces them with swords. But he has the float fruit, which allows him to basically hover, and to hover whatever he feels like, so he doesn't really tremendously need the use of his legs. However, this is after he's fought Gold Roger, because he does have the steering wheel of his ship embedded in his head, and that sits on there like so. And there is Golden Lion Shiki. Many people have considered that if Golden Lion Shiki does come into the story, that as a member of Rocks, he probably isn't going to be the cartoonish kind of joke villain that he was in his movie. So it would be very interesting to see that, because we do know from, I think it's One Piece Episode 0, the little manga that came out to support the movie, that Golden Lion Shiki does exist. He is a real character, and if the events of One Piece Film, no, not One Piece Film Gold, sorry, if the events of One Piece, oh, I've forgotten the name of the movie that Golden Lion Shiki's in. Because it's called Golden Lion Shiki, I kept saying gold, but no, that's Guild Zero. But because of if the events of the movie are not canon, then he's still in Impel Down level 6, which makes sense for a member of the Rocks Pirates, who are apparently the most egregious of all the pirates. So this one, it did say that it had already been opened, and it has. So this is a second-hand figure of Guild Zero, and there he is. I think it's really cool when they give you the different coloured bases. They generally mean something, and this is, of course, the movie version, because he is canon only to the movies. And there is our Guild Zero himself, who owns and operates the giant gambling ship island. Okay, so it's in, but there's one little peg here that isn't quite going on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that was nice and easy. That is the joy of having a second-hand one, is that someone's already put in the work for you. Now, Zephyr, very interesting. It comes in two parts. The head is separate from the body, and he comes with a black base which is a pretty cool little thing to see. His body looks very strange. He's got very, very small hands, very small arms. I think this might just be because it is a slightly older figure, that it looks more strange than usual. I remember thinking that the first time that I saw this figure as well. I was thinking, like, what on earth is going on with the arms there that you can see? They looked like just a tiny bit too small. I'm not sure what the design process was for that. So again, because Zephyr is in a movie, he is considered non-canon, but we do know that there is a missing admiral, and he would make sense to be that admiral that we don't know who is. Next up, we're going to take a look at the regular Douglas Bullet first. His hands behind his back, pretending like he is big old Gunter from WWE. I wonder how many of my One Piece WCF figure unboxing fans cross over with my W Supercard fans, or however many of you are just Grand Cat fans and will just watch everything that I upload. And those are the prime Grand Cat Grand Fleet members themselves that watch the everything. As the Grand Cat acknowledges and respects you, as Grand Cat acknowledges and respects all of his Grand Cat Grand Fleet followers, whether you are here for One Piece WCF figures or whether you are here for any other sort of thing. And this is in refusal to go in here. This is going to be one of these things where I need to pause the video to set that up, and I will do so after we have... Look at this! What on earth is going on here? This is Douglas Bullet, and he comes with a jigsaw puzzle, it seems, to put him together. So there is the base. The base is plain blue. There's a first arm, second arm. I think these are legs. And then the main body looks absolutely crazy. Very, very cool looking. Actually looks better than in the box. I didn't have much hope for this being a cool figure, but sometimes these WCF figures can really, really surprise you. So I think that one goes in like so. And this one goes on the other side. Same idea. Requires just a little bit of strength, just try and get those in there. But there we go, for all intents and purposes. There is Douglas Bullet. And we're just going to pause for a second while I set up the other Douglas Bullet, rather than wasting any additional time. And there we go, that took longer than I care to admit. I think I was about 20 minutes trying to get this in there, but we finally did it. And now let's take a 360 look at our One Piece movie villains. We shall just set them up like so. Oh, I forgot that he doesn't actually stand on his stand, it is just there for decorative purposes. But there we go, there is Douglas Bullet and all of the others. And there we go, folks. Centralise the top a little bit for the camera. And there we are. So, there's another 5 of our WCF One Piece figure collections unboxed. We have some very, very unusual ones with the movie selections here. Also, I think it's cool that Douglas Bullet is significantly larger than his kind of mech form. I'm not sure what was going on there, but there we go. And that is going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope that you've all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.